Hi, Keith. Nice to meet you.
How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. I hope you are too.
I'm good.
So, what time is it
Oh,
in America?
it's gonna be 9 in the night.
9 in the night. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Here it's 5:30 in
Oh,
the
yeah.
afternoon.
So,
Yeah.
how was your day so far?
Yes, it was quite relaxed. Just the usual stuff. Go to work, come home, go outside with the dog, cook something. Everyday business.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Andrea.
Yeah.
So, Andrea, last July you released your album. Look what we have done. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Yeah, well, as you know, a lot of the work done happened through lockdowns and Corona crisis. So,
Yeah.
um, yes, it was. Some songs were all written before, or I started before we started and recording them and stuff. And it was done song by song, not like all the whole album
Yeah.
at once, song by song and instrument by instrument. So we had to check for possibilities, same problems as everybody had through the time. Yeah, but it finally happened that we could finish it.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. That sounds good. And was there any particular concept that went behind this album?
Oh no, not really. Um, I don't know. I know there are some bands who always do concept albums, but I think it's not something for me. I don't think about a record in a whole when I start doing something. I just write songs and then pick the best ones and then try to put it together.
No.
So yeah, it just happened. But the title track and the title fit in the way that the time we went through was uh, just shocking for everybody. So, and it also the idea was also look at what our band has done, check it out. It means both. Yeah.
Amazing. And talking about the album again, 10 amazing songs that you have put together. Great work from you guys. Amazing vocals, great musicianship, altogether a perfect album. So, as a band, how do you feel about the outcome?
Well, first, thank you for all the compliments. That's very kind to hear. Yes, I think we were satisfied because we had different instruments, different takes, different sounds, and had to put this all together to make it sound yeah, like an album in the end, and not just too different from each other, so that the songs that you can hear it as a whole and
Yeah.
not think, oh, what is this? What is that? It sounds all totally different. So I think that worked out quite well. And when we recorded this, the lineup of the band was not fixed at the time. So there were different musicians. And yeah, I asked just some friends I know, some during my musical career and journey, I knew some musicians. And so I asked some friends who like rock music to help me. And yeah, it worked quite well. So they all were able to record at home as well, and you could exchange the tracks through the internet, and then I put it all together and gave it to our mixing engineer, and he had the toughest job, I think, to put it together and find the right sound between all of this, because some drum tracks are acoustic tracks and some
Yeah.
are recorded with an electronic drum set. So you have to find a sound that fits together all of this. So, but I think it's okay so far. You can always do it better and better if you can, for example, really try to record the whole album in a fixed period of time. Maybe, of course, you could have a more professional sound and bigger sound and stuff, but it wasn't possible to do it like that during that time. And we also wanted to, yeah, to do something and not to wait and waste time.
Gotcha. And what
Yeah.
is currently happening with the band in 2022?
Well, now we have played in Greece for a first time.
Mm.
That was in April. That was very nice to finally play live again, and then the first gig in Greece. So was a nice festival. It was Ladies of Metal Festival, and that was actually, yeah, it was our second live show since the band started, because when we started playing live, then lockdown,
Yep.
and then the whole scene was quite down, and especially for bands in the underground as we are, it's it was even more difficult, yeah, to find places to play, and um so it felt quite good. And now we have in July we have two shows, one in an city fest in our region,
Mhm.
and we're looking forward to that, and one private show. Then we'll see. We're hoping for some more shows during this year.
Sounds good. And any plans to get back into the studio to make another album?
Well, I think this will take some more time. We have some ideas ready, but yeah, just has to be arranged everything. And well, we have no pressure to fix date to put something new out. So yeah, we will take some time to do our best. But yeah, I think we will
Sounds
soon, or maybe in a year or so, put something new out.
sounds good. And how has the reach of the music been around the world so far?
Yeah, we got some nice reviews about our rock sound. So um, we're happy about those reviews when somebody likes our music, of course. Would be nice to have more live shows, of course, so you can experience it together with the fans and with the audience. We try to, yeah, really put out some rock and roll feeling and make the audience sing along. So now you can enjoy it, mostly listening to the record. Yes, some wrote something like compared to Cranberries. Um, it was different what they wrote about us. It's always difficult to talk about your own stuff that you've made, and um, yeah, don't know what you think when you heard it.
Amazing. And would you like to tell me how it all started as a band? So how did you guys form together and how Andy Rocks really started for you guys?
Yeah, I had a band with drummer Marcus already before. It was Black Daffodils. It was a melodic and symphonic metal band for more than 10 years, actually. But, well, the band fell apart for private reasons, for job reasons, and, you know, always the same. And then after a while, after taking a break, I felt like, want to start something again, want to do something new. And this time I wanted to do a little more into the rock direction, because I always loved rock music, like hard rock, like Guns N' Roses
Yeah.
and Bon Jovi and stuff. And so then I started writing some songs and asking Marcus, of course, would you please play drums? And he said, yeah, of course. And yeah, then together with Michael, who is now no longer in the band, unfortunately, we arranged the first songs and made the first EP. And then during recording the album, I asked Andreas and Stony D for some guitar parts, and now they finally in the lineup. Yeah, that's basically how we came together.
Amazing. Amazing. And I have seen a couple of videos that you have created on the studio. like a self-made videos kind of stuff. But do you plan to make some official videos for this album?
I think we will not make a monster expensive video because yeah, as you might know, those bands who are in the underground like we, yeah, you have to pay everything by yourself.
It's true.
So and you almost cannot earn anything. So we try to do as much as we can ourselves. And at the moment, we have no plans for a professional made video. I think first not, maybe someday, but not at the moment.
Gotcha.
I'd rather spend the money for doing new songs and invest in it for recordings and mixing and so.
Sounds good, Andrea. And and any big dreams for you?
Any big dreams? So, well, of course, it would be very nice to play some bigger festivals on a main stage or so. But I'm also realistic, and we know that it's very unlikely that we get invited by Rock and Park or Wacken or something. But of course, if somebody invited us, we would really be happy about that. And so we are used to have smaller dreams, and are also happy for smaller concerts. And so uh, it's most important for us to play music, to play together, to have fun with it. Because I have been in bands for a long time, and I know uh, big dreams. I know them, but I also know the difficulties about yeah, being successful in music. So um, it's even great to have like-minded musicians who play together and work with you.
Yeah.
So that's already something bigger than some people, I think, and some fans or music listeners think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And musically speaking, do you plan to make any changes into the music that you're currently doing in indie rocks to go back to the roots of symphonic metal again? So do you have any sort of plans like that?
No, not with this band, because the bandmates, especially the guitar player and bass player, they are true hard rock musicians. So that wouldn't fit so much. And I've already done this for 10 years, so I think we'd rather stick to rock and roll. But you can do many things in rock music. There are also so many subgenres that you can try out, and we'll see. I, we always think about what would fit best for the song, and maybe for some songs, some strings or something like that would fit, and some more metal drumming. We could, of course, do this, but not really completely changing the direction. I think no.
Gotcha. And the songwriting process, is it gonna be on any particular topic, or it's gonna be anything that you all feel like writing for this band?
Yeah. Yes, I think it's the second, as you said. Um, yes, depends on what ideas will come to our heads. And yeah, sometimes something can happen spontaneous, like it was with the track "Hot as Hell." This was the fastest song that I ever was part of, was ever involved in writing, because we did that basically in one afternoon. Just we hung around and having some drinks, and so we made a little party, and then we ended up in having the idea of this song. So if something like that happens again, we will of course take the chance and make another song like that. So yeah, and whatever comes to our minds, take the best ideas, and then it's always a matter of what happens in your life, also what happens around, and then you sometimes have an idea and put it into a song. I hope. we will have better news like the last ones in the last year. So maybe we can have some more hot as hell songs and happy songs.
Wonderful, wonderful. And apart from the touring plans that you shared and about the music, do you have any other plans for this year?
No, not like anything concrete. We'll just see what happens, and then we'll do it.
Sounds good, Andrea. And finally, what would be the message that you want to give to your fans and to the people who are new to Andy Rocks?
Yeah, well, check us out, listen to our music, and if it's possible, please visit our concerts and keep rock and roll alive, because rock and roll will never die, you know. And we thank you, of course, if you like our music and support us. That's the most important thing. Enjoy rock and roll.
Beautiful, Andrea. And Andrea, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this opportunity to have this wonderful interview with you. A real pleasure to meet you. And thank you for the beautiful music that you're creating through Andy Rocks. Great pleasure to listen to you guys. And I'm looking for more music from you guys in this year. And I wish you and the entire band all the best. And take care of yourself.
Thank you very much for the interview, Keith. It was a pleasure for me too. So I wish you a wonderful day and see you again soon.
Surely. Hope, surely. And take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.